Here in this video, we will showcase the biggest carnivores and predators from the movies of the Jurassic franchise and its spin-off shows, Chaos Theory and Camp Cretaceous. At the bottom are the dinosaurs that don't even cross the 15 feet mark in length, or 4.65 meters. These are the Compsognathus, the Morus intrepidus, the Dimorphodon, the Oviraptor, the Pyroraptor, the on-screen Dilophosaurus, cause let's face it, the Dilophosaurus wasn't 10 feet tall or 20 feet long, like what they said in the wiki or the sites. Here in the bottom list is also the Velociraptor, the Atrociraptor, and the Dimetrodon. Oh, and the Northosaurus. Now let's begin with the top 20. So at number 20 we have the Pteranodon. These are those medium-sized pterosaurs in Jurassic movies. In the franchise lore, it has a wingspan of about 8 to 10 meters or 26 to 33 feet long, wide and it stands around 2 meters tall. But that depends on the subspecies or the specimens from Isla Nublar or Isla Sorna, and also the new ones in Jurassic World and then here in Jurassic World Rebirth. The wingspan gives them the look of a World War II era fighter or a glider. 19. The Mutodons. These are these raptor hybrids seen in Jurassic World Rebirth, genetically engineered from combining a Velociraptor and a Pteranodon. This winged predator serves as antagonist in that story Rebirth, and according to in-universe statistics, the Mutodon stands about 1.8 to 2.1 meters high, or tall, that is around 7 feet, and 4.8 meters long, which is around 16 feet, and has a wingspan of around 9.1 meters, or 30 feet wide. 18. The Indoraptor. Created from the Indominus Rex and Velociraptor DNA, it is smaller but very smart and agile. In the film Fallen Kingdom, it moves on 2 legs and sometimes all its 4 limbs in the ground, and displays a very high intellect. The canon lists the Indoraptor as about 3.1 meters tall, or more than 10.2 feet tall, and 7.3 meters or 24 feet long. This is roughly half the length of the Indominus, which matches the movie's dialogue, as it was showcased as a deadly prototype weapon for the film. 17. The Monolophosaurus. This creature is a solitary hunter and has a preference for smaller prey items, but they will also actively hunt humans too, since to them, we are the smaller prey items. This creature was only seen in Camp Cretaceous and was around the size of an Indoraptor. At least the adults were. They were said to be 7.5 meters long or almost 25 feet, but only 6.5 feet tall or 2 meters. 16. The Scorpius Rex. This one is slightly larger than the Indoraptor and the Monolophosaurus. The Scorpius Rex, codenamed E750, is the first hybrid dinosaur and unique to Camp Cretaceous. Physically, it was a combination of a Carnotaurus, a T-Rex, Velociraptor, with extra scorpion and tree frog genes. A fully grown adult Scorpius would be around 8 meters long or 26.3 feet, and around 3.5 meters tall, which is 11.5 feet. Now 15. The Baryonyx. This Spinosaurus was shown in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and was featured in the web series Chaos Theory. It has a long crocodile-like snout, and according to the franchise data, it stands about 2.5 meters at the hip and ranges between 6.5 to 9.5 meters long, which is around 21 to 31 feet long. In Fallen Kingdom, it is briefly seen on the island, and in Chaos Theory, it is shown to be captured. The official Jurassic World Dinosaur Field Guide also lists it around 10 meters or 33 feet long and about 2.5 meters tall at maturity. 14. The Ceratosaurus. This is a horned theropod seen in Jurassic Park III, and it also appeared briefly in Camp Cretaceous in Season 2. In Jurassic Park III, it does not attack the humans once it realizes they were covered in Spinosaurus' poop scent. Lore-wise, it is a medium-sized predator with a nasal horn and osteoderm-like plates. Officially, it is about 3.65 meters tall or 12 feet, and 9 meters long or 30 feet in length. This is roughly the average franchise size. Number 13. The Allosaurus. This is a large Jurassic theropod seen in Fallen Kingdom and in Dominion. In the Jurassic Park lore, it was once intended to appear in Jurassic World of 2014, but the species was then relegated to Fallen Kingdom. The species is known as a pack hunter, and the franchise information lists the Allosaurus at roughly 7 to 12 meters long, which is between 23 and 39 feet long, and 3 to 4.5 meters tall at the head. In-universe references cites that it is nearly as large as a small T-Rex. It also has the classic short arms and the crest above the eyes, like its real-life counterpart. Number 12. The Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus is a horned abelisaur featured in the franchise. The Jurassic World's clone ones were slightly oversized than the real-life counterparts. Official Jurassic World figures put these creatures at about 3 to 3.6 meters tall, which is about 12 feet, and 9 meters long or around 30 feet long. They also note that fully grown park specimens could reach 10.4 meters or 34.1 feet, which makes them larger than the real species, and a bit larger than an Allosaurus. It is also described in Camp Cretaceous as being like a bull, with small arms and thick horns. Number 11. The Quetzalcoatlus from Rebirth. The Quetzalcoatlus is a gigantic flying reptile introduced in Jurassic World Dominion, but this entry here is the one from Rebirth. This as-dark-hit pterosaur is shown with an immense wingspan. The franchise data lists the Quetzalcoatlus at 4.9 meters tall, or around roughly 15 feet, and 4 meters long, with an 11.9 meter wingspan, which is around 39 feet wide. This makes it comparable to the size of a large fighter jet, as the promotional material suggests. Number 10, we have another Quetzalcoatlus but from Dominion. The Dominion movie was the first to feature the Quetzalcoatlus. It was seen attacking a transport or a cargo plane, and before that it was seen in the prologue. Its franchise dimensions are around the same, about 4.9 meters high, 4 meter body length, and with an 11.9 meter wingspan. However, on-screen scaling shows that it was significantly bigger than the numbers that were given to us in the wikis and the sites. The actual on-screen size would be double. Number 9. The Spinosaurus. See, in Rebirth, the Spinosaurus was shown to be somewhat smaller than the colossal Asset 87. They listed the Rebirth Spinosaurus at about 4 meters tall and 12 meters long, or 13 feet tall and around 40 feet long. It retains the long sail and the crocodilian snout of the JP3 design, but also different in appearance. And in Rebirth, it is a powerful ocean-going semi-aquatic hunter that lives in a symbiotic relationship with the Mosasaurus. Number 8. The Tyrannosaurus Rex species or specimens from the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies. Rexy and the other specimens in the early Jurassic movies were portrayed as one of the apex land predators of the islands. They are roughly 4 to 5 meters tall at the head and have a length of around 12.3 to 13 meters, or around 40 to 44 feet long. These figures matches the on-screen appearances, as Rexy was seen to be a massive beast. In the original film, Rexy, escaped her paddock and rampaged through the park, while in the sequels the other specimens were shown thriving in the islands of Isla Sorna and Isla Nublar. Now number 7, we have the Tyrannosaurus Rex from Rebirth. In Rebirth, the T-Rex is nicknamed Ember. She appeared briefly hunting the Delgado family in the adapted river raft scene. Ember's size is somewhat bigger than Rexy and the other specimens. Here, Ember is about 13 to 14.3 meters long, or between 43 and 47 feet long, and around 3 feet longer than Rexy from the later Jurassic World movies, and way bigger than Rexy in her first appearance in 1993. Number 6. The Spinosaurus or Asset 87. The OG Spinosaurus from the Jurassic Park III movie, or Asset 87 in Camp Cretaceous, was larger than most other land carnivores. The site distinguishes it in its subadult and adult sizes. The younger Spino was about 13.4 meters or 44 feet long and 6 meters tall at the spine. A fully mature adult would be larger, around 14 to 15 meters long, or nearly 50 feet, and around 7 meters tall at the spine. In the film and series, Asset 87 is one of the longest theropods encountered. It is semi-aquatic with a very tall sail, but also very agile on land. Now on the 5th spot we have the Giganotosaurus. This one appears in Dominion, both in the prologue and in the rest of the movie. It is one of the largest carnivorous dinosaurs ever created by InGen. The official franchise size is about 15.5 meters long, or 51 feet, and 5.5 meters tall. This makes it way bigger than a T-Rex, and the film notes it as the biggest carnivore ever seen, and the on-screen backs that up with, that 50 to 52 feet figure. Number 4. The Indominus Rex. The Indo is the engineered hybrid from the 2014 movie Jurassic World. During the film, it measured only about 12.2 meters or 40 feet long. This was its size as a late-stage subadult. It was implied to potentially grow larger, and that a fully grown specimen would reach a length of 16.9 meters or 55.5 feet. In the film, Owen Grady says that she will be 50 feet long when fully grown, and that she will be bigger than a T-Rex. But in the movie, the Indo was comparable in size to Rexy, but way more powerful. Number 3. The Dystotus Rex. This is the mutant T-Rex introduced in Jurassic World Rebirth. It is described as a grotesquely large T-Rex mutant and serves as one of the film's main antagonists. Official sizes makes it 14.5 meters long, or nearly 48 feet, and 8.1 meters tall, or around 26.6 feet. This makes it roughly double the size of an ordinary T-Rex, at least in height and mass. In the movie, it is shown easily downing a helicopter and towering over everything else in the island research complex. However, due to its mutant nature, it is only taller than the rest, but still shorter in length than the Spino, Giga and the Indominus Rex. Number 2. The Monstrous from Rebirth. This one is a new specimen that is encountered in the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Isle St. Hubert. This clone is depicted to be sometimes as big and sometimes smaller than the Masrani clone. All this is due to Gareth Edwards' scaling issues. So, its size estimates vary between 22 and 26 meters long or 72 to 85 feet for the Rebirth Monstrous, but clearly she was way bigger in many scenes, easily triple the Spinos who were around 40 feet and thus making it around 131 feet long or 40 meters. And numero uno, number 1, we have the Monstrous from the previous movies. The Masrani clone is the biggest creature ever created in this dino universe. It originally lived in a gigantic lagoon at the park. Official franchise sources put the original park Monstrous at roughly 17.6 meters or 56 feet long, and that is laughable. Or maybe sometimes around 18 meters, which was often quoted, but still laughable. And clearly, it was way bigger than these numbers. I mean, come on guys. For example, in Dominion it was 3 to 4 times as long as the humpback whales next to it, in the ending scenes, which means it would be around maybe 150 feet long at the very least, and maybe even touching 200 at the most. And so those are all the carnivores and predators of the Jurassic movies, ranked from smallest to biggest. Anyway, with that we end this video. Now if you like this one, then watch this other one too, and do subscribe if you like our channel. So we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, fam.